Hello, Chris in Cascade, Montana. See more better here with freeprescriptionlenses.com. And tonight I'm going to cut lenses with the house anti-glare for your Modo Glomma color Cry, which is crystal with the blue temples and the 48 eye size. Let me take everything out of the original packaging as they send it to me. Of course, you're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging. It comes with this really cool case that I'll demonstrate a little bit later. You've got some information. You have just planted a tree. Thank you. Every time you buy a frame from them and their Echo collection, you look good, you feel good, and you do good. They plant a tree in your honor. Comes with the Echo cleaning cloth, and this case, by the way, folds down. If you ever want to store it flat in your back pocket or your suit pocket, your book bag, it will lay flat when you want to use it. It unfolds, and you can do that with it. This is the show, the star, the main attraction. It is, of course, it comes with a little pattern, but I use a patternless edger. It comes with, 2 sleeves on the temples to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you, but this is the Modo Echo. It is the Glomma, size 58 in crystal. Crystal front, cobalt blue temples. How cool is that? Now, in full disclosure, this is probably going to be my next frame. I'm going to get this one and I'm going to rock it. And I'm going to show you why. Let's show you why now. It comes with a little plastic sleeve. Inside that sleeve is a polarized clip that goes right onto the frame. So you've got, using rare earth magnets, it's very lightweight, and it will turn the same frame into sunglasses. Let me put this back inside the sleeve. And there you have it. So I'm going to pop out your original demo lenses, one of which says Echo. Now the cool thing about these are made from 63% recycled materials, recycled plastics. The other 37% is made from plant-based petroleum, not ground-based petroleum that they pump out of oil out of the ground, but plant-based, such as palm oils, I'm guessing, or something like that, from trees or plants. So I'm going to put this frame into the tracing element of my blocker. I want to program this shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 1796. So years from now, should you ever need new lenses for your frame, I can mail them right to your home. By the way, this day in 1796, July 8th, the U.S. State Department issued its very first U.S. passport. You have a passport into cool just by clipping this onto your frame. So a little stylus is going to go around and trace both the right and the left lens here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy genuine, authentic Modo frame, that is MODO, and you'll receive 1 free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. So your pupillary distance for your right eye is 31. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button till we get to 31. I do want to raise the optical center up 2 millimeters to 23. I'm going to go 2 above. That is 23. Now your prescription for the right eye reads minus 250, minus 1 1/4 at 100. Let me make sure everything is on 0. Oop, I'm way up there. I cut some strong lenses earlier. There we are. We are on 0. There we go. So I'm going to turn the axis wheel to 100. Oop, I moved it the last second. Put the power drum on minus 250. Minus 250, minus 1 1/4, minus 250. Take the lens out of the protective sleeve. Put it in, rotate it until the spherical component comes into view first, which is the 250. I will check the astigmatism correction in just a moment. That looks good, and I'll explain that to you in just a little bit. I'm going to put 3 dots on your lenses. Let me darken that. 1, 2, 8. And I'm going to put an R on there for right. Let's do the same thing now for the left. Minus 275 minus 1 at 95, minus 275 minus 1 at 95. I only have to turn the axis wheel 5 degrees. Take the lens out of the protective sleeve. Put the power drum on -275. Put the lens in, rotate into the spherical component of your prescription, which is the 275, comes into view first. Check your astigmatism, make sure everything lines up perfectly. Put the 3 dots on your lenses. Dos, quattro, once. And I'm going to mark this one L, which is Latin for not right. And if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. You know you love that joke. I get people saying it to me in emails. So in order to cut your lenses, I need to attach this to your lens. These are blocks, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got them right here. And the black side is the sticky side. I'm going to line that up onto the block. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a magnet, that silver button. That's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. The reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented and they're just perfectly. So make sure everything is lined up just perfectly. Now this blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. Hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which will be played by me because I ain't right. Pupillary distance for the left eye, 29.5. So I need to tap the minus button until we get to 29.5. Same, optical center height. I just went out for dinner with my lovely wife. Came back to cut these. Get them shipped. Hit that button. Now we can start cutting. This is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own lenses at home. You won't need this guy with the 2 thumbs and the bad jokes to do it for you anymore. The cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center that has the valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So let's wake up the computer. ID number 1796. 1796. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex material, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. Press the block on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or by now you know I like to call it the Charles because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Hit the green start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape. And the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which in this frame you should have very little, if any. So the lens is going to drop down onto the cutting wheel. The light you see flickering in the background is water there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of those cutting cycles. Here, polycarbonate cuts dry. Now, as I mentioned, polycarbonate is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens, and a premium scratch coating. And starting tomorrow, well, as of today, all the lenses are hypoallergenic. They're sodium free, and starting tomorrow, I will no longer be including radioactive isotopes in the lenses. But I do keep this book of chemistry around. It is the Molecular Probes Handbook, a guide to fluorescent probes and labeling technologies, the 11th edition, because I don't have time to waste on the 9th and 10th edition. And I keep this around because I wanted to study up on Q-dot nanocrystal products and applications. because this morning I woke up and I couldn't remember the nuances of biotinylated Q dot nanocrystals compared to Western blot kits or the Q dot secondary antibody conjugates. Now, if anyone knows the difference in those, email me and I will quickly delete your email. But it's always good to have like super technical chemistry books laying around just to fool friends and family, to make them think that you're smarter than you really are. But I was taking some recycling out to the dumpster and this book was sitting on top and I had to grab it, and it made me, as I flipped through the pages, I quickly learned how dumb I really am and what an underachiever I am not to take like 10 years of chemistry in college. What was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking I would have a social life instead. Okay, good call. So your lens is going to drop down onto the bevel wheel, and up till now it's completely flat around the edges. It's going to get the V-shaped bevel. Now you did get the upgrade to the House anti-glare. Again, you get one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses in every pair of frames you purchase, any pair of frames you purchase from me. You did not want to pay for the Crizal anti-glare. I can't blame you. My House anti-glare costs $44.99 and is an exceptionally good anti-glare for $14.99. Crizal Easy starts at $69.99 for single vision and goes up from there. Crizal Alizé is $79.99. Crizal Avance $99.99. Crizal Provencia is $119.99 and Crizal Sapphire $139.99. And actually that's the same price for progressive lenses too. So single vision or progressives or line style bifocal or non-prescription lenses, which still count as single vision. So in just a moment I will open that door with my mind. You like that? I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. It just takes a little longer. I can do it faster in the summertime than I can in the winter. I just have to stare at it until it melts. As of today, at the time of this recording, no scientist has been able to figure out why I can melt ice with my mind faster in the summertime than they can in the winter. It's just one of those great mysteries in life. So in order to install the lens, I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner first. Use my thumbs, press down around the edges, it snaps right in. We're going to flip that over to L. Now the magnet's going to go into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky Baby, the Chuckarama, or tonight I'm calling it the Chris. Hit the green start button. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by two white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into your frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left lens. And just like before, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look at that, Chris. You got none. You hear me? Nothing. You got nada. Nothing, nada, niente, 9, low. There ain't nothing there, Chris. Now I do have a special on extra thick lenses on frames, but that costs a whole lot. I don't know if you guys can afford that. So we're going to come back down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel back to 100, put it in over that black dot, read the power, and I'm getting minus 250, exactly halfway between 2 and 3. That's because the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter. It starts at 0 and goes up in quarter increments, 0.25. So you start 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. You're on the 10th rung of a ladder. You have 2.5 diopters of minification. That's why there's a minus sign. Your lenses minify. Everything with your glasses off is very large. So your lens is minified down to the correct size. Once it's the correct size, you have an additional 5 steps of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. So once it's the correct size, this takes away the fuzzy edges. It's a second curve. You have a minus 250 this way, another minus 1 1/4 this way, which is actually steeper. And it's how you line those up to make everything nice and crisp. Let's check that second curvature. And we're at minus 375. Remember high school algebra, we add two like signs together? Yeah, me too, I've forgotten it, but let's use today's term. Someone borrowed $2.50 and then they borrowed another $1.25. They would owe you $3.75. That's where we're at, $3.75 in the red. Now your left eye, you need, hang on, 11 steps of far-sighted correction, but only 4 steps of astigmatism correction at the 95th meridian. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. So for the right eye, we turn it just past the 90 to 100. For the left eye, we back it to about 95. Now you need one more step of far-sighted correction, one less step of astigmatism correction, but it's still going to total 275. These first two numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. Now the Modo Glomma with the clip sells for $220. You can actually get the frame for $180 without the clip. The clip sells for $40. Or I can't remember, maybe the frame is $170, the clip is $50. Either way, both of them combined. I need to tighten the strap on my GoPro. It keeps sliding down. My house anti-glare for single vision lenses is $44.99 for a total of $64.99. So again, with Modo, the Echo collection, the environmentally friendly one, you look good because being environmentally friendly and looking good is the best of all worlds. You feel good because Echo Bio-Based uses 63% plant-based materials. 95% of those, of what's in here, is from recycled materials, and you do good because Echo plants a tree each time you buy a frame. Right now, over 1.5 million trees have been planted. So you have just planted a tree. Thank you. And we would love to hear from you at hashtag Echo Eyewear. EchoOptics.com. So this is my bag of recycling. I am a recycling freak. I treat it like a game. I go through the house seeing what I can recycle because it's all about the kids, leaving a better world for them. Not my niece and nephew. Those are rotten kids. You don't have to do anything special for them. They're going to end up in jail anyway. But all the other kids, those are good kids. My niece and nephew, oh man. So, look, I thought I lost your frame. It's down here. So let's tuck the left lens in, starting at the outside corner, pressing down the nose. It snaps right in. Take the block off. Dry that off. Add that to my sticker collection. Come down here to the pupillometer. That goes there. Turn the axis wheel for your astigmatism back to 95. Put it in over that black dot. Read the power. I am getting minus 275 sphere. Minus 275, you have a full diopter of astigmatism correction. And we end up at minus 375, one tick mark away from 4. Man, the kit is good. So pupillary distance for your right eye, 31 for the left, 29.5 for a total of 60.5. Let me turn the card around. When I place the PD stick against my thumb on your right lens, let's do the millimeter. That's inches, we're doing millimeters. We are getting 60.5, so that is, no wait, hang on, what was that? 61.5, 31 and 29.5 is 61.5, so that is cut perfectly. Let me check the optical center height. That is good. Now this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that when you get these in the mail, by the way, all purchases are tax-free. They always have been. Other sellers on the internet now, including Amazon, have to charge tax. I am based in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device. There is no tax on medical devices. So I still do not have to charge tax on anything you buy from me. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. Realistically, there's a larger percentage that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm part of that statistic. I'm part of that 80%. I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, and I take mine off and I press down, they wobble on the counter. but they sit level on me. Let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip this over. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew like that. Check the tension on each end, that they're uniform. Now I send out a selfie request in every package to have your selfie on the website. I also send out cleaning instructions, not only for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide, but the one that Echo provides from Modo inside your case. And that too for your case will last you for years. But so when you get these in the mail, you see that wrinkle in the cloth, you know that it works. So now what was I going to do? Oh, so here's your clip. Again, comes with a little sleeve so you can carry in your purse, your bag, whatever, your shirt pocket, so you don't scratch the clip on when you take them off. And again, it has two very small rare earth magnets that corresponds with the magnets in the frame, and they just clip right on like that. Now you have polarized sunglass lenses. So if you've liked what you've seen and you want to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com, or on Twitter as freerxlenses. You can email me if you have any questions at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com, or simply click the contact me button on the website. You can also leave a question or comment in the comment section below. So Chris in Cascade, Montana, thank you for the purchase of the Modo Glomma. Now this frame comes in black with gunmetal. It comes in a tortoise color. It comes in a tortoise that fades to crystal, and the clip fits the matching color. If the frame front is black, your clip is black. If your frame is tortoise, your clip is tortoise. If your frame front is tortoise to crystal, your frame front, the clip is tortoise. You don't get the tortoise crystal clip. I don't know why they don't do that, but on this one it is. So thank you for your purchase. And now everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.